Welcome to another week of a friendly nudge. So this week we're going to make a white wine butter sauce. And this is like a super simple sauce. Say that fast 3 or 4 times. But I think it's one that you're going to like use a lot and probably modify. You can add things to it to kind of change the direction that it goes. But it's just butter, flour, shallot, lemon juice, chicken stock, and white wine. And you can add capers to it, you can add cheese to it, you can add herbs to it. There's all kinds of like modifications you can make. So it's the ultimate play with your food approach. So what we're going to do, we're just going to start off. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of butter, a little over a tablespoon of butter in a skillet. It's not screaming hot, but it's already gotten kind of hot. The butter didn't like immediately brown when it started going in there. And I want to get it melted, and I want to get the bubbles to where that they've kind of died down. That kind of means that we've gotten some of the water to evaporate off. And then I'm just going to add the shallot to it. And I'm going to, start to get that cooking. I'm not going to like really try to get it brown or saute for a long time. I'll start adding the other ingredients here pretty quick. Obviously you don't want to let it burn. But then, as soon as I kind of see, all right, yep, this is, underway, then I'm going to start adding the other ingredients to it. So this thing is going to come together real fast. So, I'm going to deglaze the pan with white wine. And anytime you add alcohol to a hot source, like, where you've got a flame underneath it, plus the ingredients may be hot, you always have to be kind of aware that it could flame. If it does, don't freak out. Just remove it from the heat source or cover it, either one. And now I'm adding some chicken stock, just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. So, like I said, I don't measure this stuff. This is going to be kind of an eyeball thing that you're going to figure out as you use this. I'm going to go ahead and get the flour slurry. I'm going to put some chicken stock in it, and it's kind of lumpy. I probably should have put a less amount in and made more of a paste, but it's going to work out fine. I'm adding the juice of a half a lemon, and then I'm going to start adding the slurry to it. And I don't add it all in at once because, all I'm wanting it to do is just to start to thicken. And as it starts to thicken, I'm gonna use the whisk to try to break up the chunks of any of the flour that was in there that didn't get dissolved. So yeah, I'm not trying to serve this at a fancy French restaurant. So it absolutely tasted delicious. But yeah, what I'm doing here is figuring out, okay, do I need to add any more acid to it? What I realize is it needs salt. Because I add salt at the end, since you're reducing it. If you add the salt in the beginning, it can get way too salty if you're not careful. So I'm getting all that stirred in. And then what I'm going to do at the very end is just add a couple more pieces of butter to it. So I used just a little over 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to get that whisked in, and then we'll do the final taste test. And, it should come as no surprise. It's delicious. Have a wonderful week and play with your food.